Hunting the Front really stepped up.
The money is there. Every year, they've been growing bigger and bigger. Hunting the Front's the best thing for the regional working man.
Alrighty, we have made it to Cherokee Speedway. Sunday afternoon, been a pretty long week. Had some mod racing going on, then we drove through the night from Deep South Speedway in Loxley, Alabama, and made it here with, well, the Kubota Genuine Parts 10 car was already here. TC and Dusty got in here yesterday. Me and Joseph, Daddy, Tucker, Luke, we were at Deep South last night, ran the mods, had a really good night. If you haven't watched that video, go check it out. Joseph won the main event. I won the dash for a tire machine that cost more than it paid to win the main event. So all in all, it was a good night. It's been a good week, and we're hoping to cap off our busy week with a win in the March Madness here at Cherokee Speedway in Gaffney, South Carolina. There is Cherokee Speedway, the place your mama warned you about. This is our third time here at Cherokee. Came up here twice last year. We were here early in the year for the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series event. Then we came back at the end of the year for the Blue Gray. Today's event is also kicking off a 6-race mini series we are promoting here at Cherokee called the Cherokee Chief. In addition to racing 6 times for pretty good money, $15,000 today. The 6 races will have a $20,000 points fund, with I think $10,000 going to the winner. So it'll be a pretty cool deal for the guys around here in the Cherokee, South Carolina, North Carolina area, and we're hoping to make all of them. We're gonna try our best to make all of them with Joseph as well. And then one other thing about this event, tire strategy, tire wear always comes into play. It's a 50-lap main event at the end of the night, and with the daytime racing, sun baking on the track, it always makes it interesting to see who can make it on tires, and if saving tires helps at the end. Boy, is it loud out there. How you feeling, buddy?
Oh yeah.
Ready to get back in your car, your late model, and go fast again?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am.
Well, better adjust quickly.
Yeah, ain't got much time to figure it out, huh?
Well, I don't know. With day racing, it might be a little, a little slower pace.
No.
No.
Not compared.
Gonna be hammered down?
Huh?
Gonna be hammered down?
Well, sure, maybe a slower pace or whatever, but it ain't gonna be as slow as what we've been going. tried to go and turn one straight on the gas, and I kind of hopped and bounced and went straight there.
More hop and bounce though, not.
Yeah.
Did it go into 3 fun?
Yeah, I went into 3 all right.
Feel different?
Yeah, it felt way different.
Steering feel different?
No, I was okay with all that.
All that on my race. Does it still feel like a race car?
Still feels like a race car.
But not a Cadillac?
Yeah.
We got the wrong.
7900. So.
Better hope it's chip.
Yeah, better.
Yeah, it's got 8s in it.
It's got 8s in it?
Yeah, it's supposed
Why
to be
would there be 8s in it?
That's what came in it. It's supposed to get swapped.
Oh.
Hey, we got a new MSD system here. Our MSD box went out on it, loading up for Need More All-Tech. And we just grabbed the box out of the baseball car and put in there. And then last week, we sucker bolted this in there. We forgot to pull the chips and change them though.
We were gonna change them, but didn't have any at the time.
He'd be all right. Now he's ready.
Traction control.
Yeah.
Corner, right? Fine?
Other than when I went in there straight north, it was
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna pick the nose up a little bit. I'm one turn out in the left front. And we got.
there ain't no chips in one of these. We don't usually run them.
One just leave them out.
Yeah.
All right, so Joseph was mid-pack there on qualifying times, but they got a few things that were obviously the chip was holding us back, and TC's got a few other adjustments that we're making. Should be good to go, hopefully, for qualifying. Joseph is the 13th car out in Group A out of 15. I think we got 30 cars here. Divide them up into 2 groups for qualifying, and I believe that'll set the stage for 4 heats. And probably locking in the top 4 from each heat, maybe 5, I'm not sure. Either way, need to get a good lap in qualifying, get us a good starting spot for the heat race. Oh shoot, that was a quick turnaround. They moving through it today. It's gonna get cold at dark. We don't want to still be out here.
What is it, low of 26?
Yeah, like I said, we don't want to be out here at dark. Oh shoot, Joseph's already in the car. Hey, that is one thing we do want to point out about these shows, the super late model shows we're promoting here at Cherokee. We're wanting to run efficient, smooth shows and not drag it out, get people out of here in a decent time. So you local folks, just keep that in mind when you're deciding to come to the next event or not. Get you in and get you out and put on a good show.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. All right, go lay down a lap.
Final group of cars for Group A in qualifying at Milton, Florida's Joseph Joyner and the number 10 machine Kubota Trading Paints Base Racing Fuel Capital Race Car powered by Clements.
Joseph is 5th fastest in qualifying out of 15 in Group 1. I don't think that's too bad. We went out late in the last flight there in Group 1. I don't think 5th fastest is too bad.
I definitely got to coast across the chop getting in over there. And it's still kind of.
Do you feel like you hear the nose hitting or anything?
I don't hear it, no. But I know that.
It's low.
Yeah.
Make a cool picture.
I definitely feel like. I feel like I'm more darty, whether it's the rack or front tire load. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm gonna say it's the rack. If you're darty, that's exactly what the faster the rack goes in.
I don't feel like I got the traction up the straightaway like I
Hey, did you see that tire machine I won you last night?
Oh
Oh yeah. It's gonna be real nice. We're gonna run in modified tires.
And late model, but definitely modified.
That's a different bolt pattern.
Let's see. You are third in heat 1. Top 5 go to the main event.
The Argo runner be me? Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
they got to. Huh?
Yep. So forward, we need to pick one up right here.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I meant to mention this earlier in the video, but want to let y'all know we are kicking off the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series this upcoming weekend at I-75 Raceway in Sweetwater, Tennessee. Round 1 of the points chase for the series. Going to be a good year. Got a good group of guys signed up for the series, and we're kicking it off this upcoming weekend at I-75. Practice on Friday night with racing on Saturday. I-75 Raceway in Sweetwater, Tennessee. Be there if you can. If not, it will be live on Hunt the Front TV. Here we go for the heat race, starting third. Winner starts on pole. Top 5 go to the main event.
G. Hicks, Cale Green, Keaton Smith, Kevin Wilson. Green flag into the air. We're heat racing for the Cherokee Chief Series. Field going to dive into turn 1. Sullivan able to clear for the lead. Henderson up top of Joyner. Joyner going to poke the nose in 3 and 4. Going to use that lower lane. Joyner going to try to slide it up front. Going to do so in that 10 machine. Put him in the second spot. Henderson drops back to third. John Henderson in the white number 2X, solidly in the third position. Logging laps, closest battle to be Benji Hicks in the 55, Dalton Peavy in the 9. 2 to go this time. Popsicle sticks at the stripe. Leighton Sullivan in the 2 machine. Going to see 2 to go. Again, that car so famous for having Rambo Franklin behind the wheel of that. Rambo unfortunately had some medical issues last year. It's kept him out of the race car, but man, has he found a young driver to put in that seat. White flag, Leighton Sullivan. Gaffney, South Carolina's own young man, through turns 3 and 4 for the final time in this heat race. Leighton Sullivan mashes the loud pedal again off of turn 4. Sullivan, heat race 1 winner. Sullivan going to win heat race 1. Joseph Joyner, John Henderson, Benji Hicks, Dalton Peavy, all trained.
3 and 4, just I can't see entry to 1, whatever's going on over there. I was waving at you every lap at 3 and 4 or in 3. I was like jumping up and down. I walked onto the track at one point. My tape measure was like sticking down. Like,
What were you trying to tell him? Go
I was
faster?
trying to signal before he even started the race.
I see.
I noticed. You're like this. The whole time.
I can tell you the only thing I really, like, I feel like I'm okay everywhere, but especially getting in turn 1 where it's rough.
Yeah.
Like I literally, I feel like I gotta go across that off the gas, and even off the gas, like I'm just like almost ski for a second, and lose the front tire kind of just, I lose contact with the race.
Yeah.
I really do think I could only see 3 and 4, but the difference between shrimp and hamburger is going to be that right front spring.
Does this race count for that? I haven't told him about that.
It's a little bit easier. It's just hard to get it in the corner. And then I'm oversteered across the middle. You know what I mean?
Feel good about it?
Yeah, I think we're steadily moving.
Yeah.
In a direction. Yeah, so.
Does that feel like y'all? Sounds like y'all changed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, complete overhaul.
Okay. Really like it so far, huh?
So far, so good.
Well, now we just gotta conserve and finish a race.
Yeah.
Or are you going hard?
I mean, I think there's a look at Fergie going up by him on the bottom.
Are you digging?
Okay, we go. I think that I ripped his A pillar off. Look at him. Dang.
These boys is racing.
That's a tough heat. Look at there.
Yeah, glad we wasn't in that one. So while we were mod racing, TC and Dusty, they went through this car, did a lot of changing, and also at some point in time, Dusty or TC and Joseph made a bet or wager, whatever you want to call it, where TC said if Joseph wins a Hunt the Fun Super Dirt Series race, he will eat seafood. Something he doesn't do. So I think tonight would count as a race that he would need to eat seafood if Joseph wins. We'll see. You don't like being watched doing that?
I just like to give funny faces to the camera.
Okay, that works too.
Low pressure down here, high pressure up there.
It's time, huh?
How many spare right rears we got?
2.
2 spares? Is that gonna be enough?
I'm gonna tell.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So this could turn into a tire strategy race. At least it will be interesting to see what happens as far as tire goes, if there's any guys have flats or if they go the whole way. I don't think you can charge hard the whole time, all 50 laps, and expect to have much right rear tire left at the end. There is the lineup. Leighton Sullivan, Zach Mitchell, Ross Bales, Chris Ferguson, Joseph Joyner, Trent Ivey. Starting right beside Joseph, he won this event last year. Ben Watkins, Donald McIntosh, John Henderson, Dalton Wilson. A lot of good cars right there. Carson Ferguson, Corey Hedgecock, 11th, 12th. It is 50 laps, $15,000 to the winner.
Side by side and ready to ride. They're going to creep into turn 3. Race fans, make some noise. The Ginger Owens Memorial is green at Cherokee. Ross Bales up the hill. Zach Mitchell now the lead. Sullivan going to fall back to the second spot. 3 wide off of turn 2. Trent Ivey 2 for 1 special down the backstretch. Ivey now going to look for more underneath Ross Bales and that yellow number 99. How many laps you are running in Trent Ivey, defending event winner in the blue number 88. Turns 3 and 4, looking for the green flag. Off of turn 4, Mitchell mashes the loud pedal, gonna dive into turn 1. Joseph Joyner sticks in the middle, tries to pounce on Ferguson. Chris Ferguson puts the power down, gonna stay up to the outside. Everyone trying to stay clean on this restart. Mitchell back to the stripe. Leighton Sullivan gonna dip down low. Chris Ferguson to the low side. Joseph Joyner in the Kubota number 10 rides in 4th, 5th. Ross Bales, Ben Watkins to follow. Handful of cars side by side further back in this field. Zach Mitchell continuing to hold a lead. He has led them all thus far. 2-second gap between him and Leighton Sullivan, the rookie. Sullivan off the pace up high in 3 and 4. Chris Ferguson gonna sneak away. Ferguson now will take that second spot. Leighton Sullivan, the rookie. Zach Mitchell, your leader. Chris Ferguson, Joseph Joyner, your top 3. Of course, folks, don't forget, coming up soon on Hunt the Front TV, March 8th, the Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series season opener at I-75 Speedway at Sweetwater, Tennessee. March 15th, the Spring 50 with the Northern All-Star Late Models at Florence Speedway in Union, Kentucky. And the Red Rose Rumble here in the upstate of South Carolina, Lancaster Motor Speedway with the Southern Thunder Super Dirt Series on March 15th. Have anything to touch that 57 car. Mitchell going to time it just right. The field going to roll down the front stretch into turn one. Ross bails up the hill. Ben Watkins has to avoid. John Henderson tries to poke the nose. Bales has it back collected. Zach Mitchell, though, no problems up front. Joseph Joyner, though, slips into second. That 10 machine now getting closer and closer to the front. Joyner started in that 5th position. Has quietly snuck around, gaining a couple of spots. Joseph Joyner looking in the 10 car, trying to put that Kubota power up to the front. Mitchell still your leader. Joyner in second. Joyner down low. Mitchell up high. Good battle for the race lead. The Ginger Owens Memorial March Madness here at Cherokee. Joyner all in the back pocket of Zach Mitchell. Ferguson now slips back to third. Carson Ferguson now emerges now in the 4th position. Joyner going to need to find some more magic or potentially saving his equipment. Still shy of halfway, 20 down, 30 laps to go. And he's got some sturdy cars in front of him as well. John Price will be the next one he would encounter. Ahead of him, Trent Ivey and Dalton Peavy. Joyner right now just under a second back in that number 10 machine. Zach Mitchell still your leader, but has a tough lap. Cars ahead of him. Joyner started to reel him in just a bit. Closing up on 20 to go for the Ginger Owens Memorial March Madness. Ivy back off the pace. He may just be letting the leaders roll, but now Ivy going to roll up top. Looks like it picks up a bit of pace. Doesn't matter. The Salvage City caution is going to fly. Zach Mitchell, he has led them all thus far. 29 laps complete. 21 to go. Joseph Joyner, Chris Ferguson, row number 2. Field waiting to take the green. They all mash the gas, roaring down the front stretch here in Gaffney. Three wide in turn 2. Ben Watkins, huge run down the back stretch. Benji Hicks, contact between the two. Watkins going to go around in turn 3. Looking for the green flag once again through the restart zone. Oh, Mitchell not ready to go. The field bunching up, contact. Benji Hicks, Dalton Wilson, and more. Was some contact. Field goes green. Major damage on the front of Dalton Wilson's car. Looking for a cleaner restart this time. 21 laps to go in March Madness here at Cherokee. Green flag back in the air. Mitchell going to lead him into turn 1. 3 wide in turn 2. Dalton Wilson. Doesn't matter about the damage. Going to try to get it done on the outside. Hicks going to close the door. Battle for third. Ferguson on Ferguson. Chris Ferguson has the spot. Carson Ferguson wants it. Zach Mitchell, Joseph Joyner, Chris Ferguson, your top 3. Under 20 to go. It'll be 18 to go. This time by as the Coltman Farms 57 crosses the stripe. Mitchell, Joyner, Ferguson, McIntosh, top 5. Dalton Wilson looked like he was 12 to go this time by. Joyner now getting closer. Joseph Joyner, the Kubota number 10, now under a second. He's gained 6/10 in the last handful of laps. That 10 car, has he saved enough equipment? Mitchell knows how to get it done here. Last year's Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series Rock Galt Memorial winner. It'll be 10 to go. This time by heavy lap traffic in front of Mitchell, and it's some good cars too. Ben Watkins will be the first car he encounters. 10 to go at the stripe that time. 8 to go that time. Mitchell is your leader. Joseph Joyner going to close in. Has a run off of turn 2. About a half a car length between your race leaders. Zach Mitchell in the 57. Joseph Joyner in the 2. Joyner looking to charge for the lead. Coming to 5 to go for the 57. Zach Mitchell at Henry, South Carolina. The Coltman Farms Racing Longhorn chassis. Veteran driver. We've seen him win so many regional races in this area of the country. Your two leaders, Chris Ferguson and Carson Ferguson, they have closed in. Not sure they're going to have enough time to make things even more interesting up front. Joseph Joyner in the Kubota number 10 Capital Race car. tucked in right behind the leader, the 57, Zach Mitchell. Mitchell has led him off at turn number 4. White flag's going to be out. Race fans, get on your feet. It's the final lap of the Ginger Owens Memorial March Madness here at Cherokee. Zach Mitchell, he's led off 49.5. Does Joyner have anything left in the tank? Joyner going to try to throw something down low. Not going to be able to make it stick. Zach Mitchell off of turn 4. Zach Mitchell, your 2025 March Madness winner.
Well, I guess we'll take second.
Hey, very close second to a really fast guy.
Yeah, good as anybody around here. Congratulations to Zach Mitchell on his win. He's pretty good in this place. Hey, buddy, good taking, huh? Good run, heck of a run. About time we're back on a podium in a late model.
It's been a long time. Ain't felt like that in a while.
Yeah.
You were a tick better, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
So, especially behind him in dirty area. We're better.
Well,
It looked a tick stung.
Man, no. It was out. Like, I ain't gonna complain about it. Nowhere. It was. I'd say that's about as good as I felt in a late model car in a long time.
Good.
A lot like that modified.
you had to slow down, do some mod racing to get your mind right or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Or just let TC go through the
Man,
thing.
that boy knows what he's doing. That boy knows what he's doing.
Is that worth the drive up last night?
Oh yeah.
Daddy drove him through the night last night. Got him a few hours of sleep this morning. Yeah. You have a good event?
Solid.
You look worn out. That's always a good sign.
I was just more so because I didn't sleep last night. So getting nervous. But we made it through it. About
Good crowd.
solid. I'm happy with it.
Especially for the weather being kind of
Yeah, that was. I'm telling you, if this had been yesterday,
Yeah.
20 degrees warmer,
Run it on Saturday.
next year we might.
Joey, hey, pretty good weekend for you. Yeah, we'll take it. It's been a while since we've been this fast, so we're glad to be up here on the podium talking about it.
Okay, you're on there. Yeah. You gonna be on video? You're on video. You're on video.
Can you post that on YouTube?
Maybe.
I feel like we're pretty good, Bubba. I'm ready to race.
Toss it.
I'm excited for these 6 races.
Oh, good catch.
There you
Y'all
go.
gonna be here more often this year?
A little bit. Did he do all right?
We need to work on signals.
Yeah. We need to work.
This means pull sheet metal out.
Oh, shit.
Because your left rear.
Yeah, I was worried about that. Yeah, on that restart.
All right, now we know. Yeah, the last restart.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you.
Yeah, you might want to shorten the blade up for that tire sample. There's our right rear. I think it did just fine. Had another 10 or 15 in it anyway. See if we can get in the light. Let's check it out. That's from when I raced up here. Hopefully we'll get back up here and race again sometime. Maybe we'll get them to run a mod race or something. Thank you. Appreciate it. We got him a quarter panel. Came right off of the race car. There you go. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. That's a wrap from Cherokee Speedway March Madness Round 1 of the brand new Cherokee Chief Challenge Series that we're doing this year. Joseph is sitting second behind Zach Mitchell in the 6-race mini-series points. And we're excited going into this weekend at I-75 for the Hunt the Front Series opener. We're feeling good about everything and looking forward to getting to I-75 and seeing what we got. Check out our merch at htfmerch.com. Thank y'all for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all later.